I'd like to talk about grief. I'd like you to help me communicate clearly what it is that I'm needing to know, what it is that others are needing to hear about grief today. I'm feeling a lot of that stuck in your throat, feeling like a yawn that can't fully come out, perhaps even a muted ear. Grief is not an event, it is a process. And when I heard that, I connected with it so much. Like I was just, how powerful of a truth that is. Because grief can last over however long it takes to heal, to process, to alchemize. And grief can come in so many different forms, different stages, different feelings that need to be felt, processed, accepted, and alchemized. Some people might get caught on that word. In my understanding and what I'm seeing right now, alchemization is essentially the healing, the turning the energy of whatever it is that you're experiencing and processing through it, clearing it out and allowing it to become something productive. It's a creating something from something else. So with the feelings of grief, to alchemize it could be painting, as writing a book, as journaling, as a song, but working through that pain to make it into something else, something that serves you and those around you, passing it forward in healing ways. I got a mirror, grief being a beautiful mirror, and it's kind of like the reflection of the amount of love that was shared. So however much love there was, there's going to be that much grief, and it's almost beautiful in that way. When we feel grief, it's actually this honor, this love of the shared experience that we got to have with this loved one or this situation or this place. Grief doesn't always have to be just a lost loved one. It can be someone who's very much here still in the living realm, a situation, a school, saying goodbye to an environment that you loved. And sometimes it's saying goodbye to things that no longer serve you. Grief comes in all different forms and is experienced in all different ways, so personal to the one experiencing it. Excuse MacGyver, he's very passionate about protecting this home. Actually, MacGyver's voice being heard. We're going through grief, my family right now. MacGyver, our small long-haired chihuahua, was attacked by his sister, a large king shepherd, who we had for 2 years, and today is actually the final step in us needing to take her to be rehomed. We've been trying to figure out a way of her to find somewhere that we know, love, and trust, and it just hasn't worked out. So we now have to give it up to the universe, to God, that she finds a place that can give her what we weren't able to give her. That's hard. It's hard saying goodbye to something or someone that remains here on this plane. But some relationships really are not supposed to work out long-term for either party's greater good. And that's a hard one to accept. That's something that I've been working on accepting. And some days are harder than others. As much as it makes sense, it doesn't make the emotions less strong, you know? You still have to feel them and process them. And it's happening tonight. I'm gonna be a blubbering mess, and that's okay. What's something that we could benefit from hearing? Okay, one's wanting to come out. I'll let that one come. All right. Joy is the ultimate creator, which is ironic because we're talking about grief, but I'm actually getting that that mirror keeps coming up. That love that was still experienced and shared is very much still alive in that grief, and it's okay to feel joy. I feel like there's a lot of us maybe who feel guilty and still finding joy in everyday life or smiling at the memories, and maybe the tears aren't coming as heavy as they used to, and there might be some feeling of guilt associated with that, when really that's amazing. It's allowing room for the joy, for that deep breath above the water. And I know that the loved ones, that the love shared, would want you to still have joy. And sometimes grief even comes with relief. There's so many different feelings that come up that need to get processed through grief. And I really encourage you to sit with each one and to not numb it away with distractions. Instead, find the joy. Okay, so this is the one that wanted to come out. I witness the darkness and call on the light with my prayer. Thank you, universe, for guiding me to perceive this fear through the eyes of the teacher of love. Sometimes it is scary to feel grief, to feel that pit, that choking, that heartache. Like, real pain comes from grief. A lot of the time, grief actually gets stored and trapped in our lungs and in our chest. And the term broken heart isn't said for no reason. But to sit, to witness that darkness, to sit with that grief, and to still call upon the light, and to thank. It says, thank you, universe, for guiding me to perceive this fear through the eyes of the teacher of love. That's alchemizing. Oh, okay. 11:11 on the clock. This is a long video. I'm going to trim it down. But it's turning that pain and that fear of feeling it into something beautiful, creating. Now is the time to create, to process, to love, community too. I'm getting a sense of community. A lot of us kind of shy away from being social when we're going through something heavy, but like, I almost didn't make this video. You know, I've been going through grief, right? But I do refuse to be anything other than real. And by doing so, I'm finding my people. And that's a beautiful thing. So feel the feelings, call upon support like love, prayer, and don't be afraid to feel. I love you so much, and I wish you luck through this grieving process if you're going through one. You got this. And if you need help, please reach out. I feel like the world is going through a lot right now, and we need each other more than ever. So I love you. Bless you in your day.